Are you all lovey-dovey this morning? You good boy? Good morning. It is Saturday, August 24th. And I am up and at my usual spot. The hoof trimmer is coming today, and so Miss Marianne wants to start getting horses up by 6:30. It is raining and stormy, and I don't know if he's going to show or not, but we have to assume that he is. So I am up. Yeah, there's not a lot else to say. I got us a fence charge tester that I'm going to keep in my stuff, so the next time someone takes the other one, for whatever bizarre reason they think they need to take it home with them, we will have one. I'm going to keep this in my stuff. All this does is you push the stake into the ground and then you clip the lead to the fence, and how many ever lights come on show you what the charge is on the fence. So really it's not charge, technically it's voltage, but they call it a charging tester. That physicist mind gets the better of me sometimes. I am a little out of it this morning. Been having some really weird dreams the last few nights, and they're very, very bizarre, but they're extremely realistic, and it kind of gives me pause. So anyway, I am kind of still thinking about all of that. But anyway, we'll check in with y'all. Madison asked me to help her learn to round pin, so I'm going to help her with Gusty. Gusty's really easy to learn with. Bow and great used all the time too.
I took a picture of Poppy doing something. She was, I don't know what she was doing. But I took a picture of her very good. No, that's actually Poppy.
Is that what you're trying to say? Pretty good. Good job, Zoe. Looking good and relaxed, Zoe. Look at how she's putting her head down and blinking and closing her eyes. That's good. we're done trimming horses. 22 head of horses. And got a lot done at the barn this morning. Got them all wormed except my 3, which I need to buy them a different kind of wormer anyway. So I am headed up to Miss Mary Ann's to eat lunch. They're going to feed me lunch. I kind of kept things moving while she was helping the kids on the horses. We're having some hoof issues. There's a situation called white line disease where it's an anaerobic bacteria that gets between the hoof wall and what's called the lamina, which is like the bed of your nail, but it's the hoof on the horse where all the circulation is. And that bacteria can actually cause the hoof wall to separate from the lamina. And if it's severe enough, you have really big problems. The horse can lose a hoof. Luckily, usually they can kind of self-heal and break off the part that's bad, or you have to treat it. We have 1 or 2 that need to be treated. So you treat it with like an antifungal or antibacterial spray. What it boils down to is the kids need to learn to be a little bit more aggressive when they're cleaning out the horse's feet. And I think they're just afraid they're going to hurt the horse. So I'm going to buy them some bigger, stronger hoof picks and some wire brushes like you would clean a grill with to clean the bottoms of the feet. The bottoms of their feet are hard, so it won't cause any damage. And our horseshoer actually said it would actually help their feet toughen up, which would be great. We did have another issue where one of the older horses had a puncture wound in his foot, and he had gotten an abscess. It's a horse that doesn't get used very often. And the owners noticed, we didn't think much about it, and they noticed he was kind of sore on the front. Well, what it was is he had 2 abscesses, so he has 2 craters now in his foot. But we treated him. He should be fine. No big problems. Other than that, just the usual, excuse me, hoof trims. Actually, my horse's feet are all looking really good, which is good news. And that makes me happy. And so we got trimmed for another week, another 6 weeks. They'll come back in October, and then we'll go on from there. Well, I figured since it was a good cool day and I had my fencing stuff with me in the car still, I've got a couple of places here in my fence where the cows are getting out. They've been pushing, or the calves are getting out. They've been pushing the wire apart. So I'm going to see if I can't fix it with these steeples that I've got in this bag here. Okay, well that fixed up the 2 holes, I hope, in the fence where they were getting out. I guess we will see. This is a really pretty zinnia, these striped ones here. Aren't those beautiful? Those are so pretty. I love that color combination. They're kind of like the peppermint striped ones, but they're orange and yellow. How pretty is that? And this is a really pretty pink one here. And this little pink one down here is a pretty color too. Goodness, we must have had quite a rain after I left this morning, because I only had 0.09 inches, and I emptied that out, and now I've got over an inch in there. You can see the water. What it does is it fills up this central column, and that's an inch, and then it starts filling up the outside. So we got quite a good rain apparently at some point this morning. So the way you read this is after you read the central column, you pour it out and you pour the overage in there, and there was another 0.9 inches in that overage. So at some point this morning, after I left here at 5:45, we got a really good rain shower apparently. So that's great. Hi, Smiley. Well, as you can see, I am home, and I fixed the fence, and I went around and checked everybody's water. Luckily, it's overcast and a little bit rainy around today, as you saw from my rain gauge. So it's not as hot as it's been, so everybody seems to be doing fine. So I'm going to take my boots off and relax a little bit, and then get on with something else. I've still got to feed tonight, but I'll do that after a while. I'm trying to get them on a later in the afternoon feeding schedule, so that they don't have to go, they don't feel so put out if I am gone at work. But we got all the horses trimmed up over at Miss Mary Ann's, and I fixed the hole in my fence. And over lunch, we sat down and figured out what colors we're going to make new flags for all the riders, or for all the horses, for the Christmas event. We have a excuse me. Okay. We have a flag event every Christmas time, and we ride with these colorful flags. and we've had people change and come and go, and the flags were made over a period of different time period years, and so they look different. And I said, okay, it's time to do new flags. And I said, this year let's just do the flags for the horses colors, and that way it doesn't matter who's riding the horse, the flag is that horse, right? And so we're going to order all the same fabric, or all the same fabric manufacturer, all the same type of Kona cotton fabric. And we sat down and sorted through all the colors, and we're going to purchase what we need to make new flags, and then have Marianne's Aunt Dot, who has a vinyl machine, she's the one that does our t-shirts, put the name of the horses on the flags and forget about the rider name. That way it doesn't matter who's riding the horse, or if a horse gets injured and has to be substituted or whatever, we will have the flag for the horse and it won't matter. So we're going to order the fabric, and then I'm going to sew up the flags and put the grommets, or have one of the dads, I think. He said he could, sorry, I'm taking my boots off, put the grommets in them, and then we're going to send them to Aunt Dot and have her do the vinyl lettering on all of them, and then we'll be ready for the Christmas flag routine. You may remember from last year, if you were here last year and you watched Vlogmas, you saw the Christmas flag show with some of the talent show and everything. So we're going to be doing that again this year. And so we just sat down and figured out what colors we needed to order, and luckily I think it's Robert Kaufman has a really broad range of the solid colors. So we figured out colors. Some of the horses have got 2 colors, so we're going to do, like, take the triangle, or not the triangle, the rectangle, and divide it diagonally into 2 triangles and do the colors half and half on that, so it will look nice. So we got to get all that done, and then and then we will have those done. So it will look nice. We sat down and figured all that out over lunch. Anyway, well, Bernice has her crunchies here. She says she's happy again now. And so I am going to relax for a few minutes, and then we will get on with the crafty. Slow but steady progress here on my plastic canvas project. So maybe I'll get it. Oh, you got a bump on the back of your neck, buddy. I'm patting Willie. He's got a little knot right there. I wonder how come. I wonder if that's where I gave him his rabies shot. You all right? Did you get stung by a bee? What's going on? Well, I guess if it fits, he sits. Baxter. Tammy's up here. And I've even got Satchel up here wanting some lovin's tonight. Yes, you good kitties. Good kitties. Oh, yes. Oh, Cammy's got to have some pets too. So Willie wanted to be up here tonight and say hello to everybody. So it is almost 10 o'clock, so we're probably going to wrap it up for tonight. But I hope all of y'all have had a great day, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.